Le habrán traído la tarjeta de visita a Lawis. Es parecido a pepinillos. Muy limpio me parece. Bueno, esto para un hospital.
I am looking for a female officer who arrived yesterday with a gunshot wound.
¿Y si le dices el nombre,
You need to be
Murphy?
a little more specific, honey.
Her name is Lewis. She is in a coma.
Second floor. Take
Nah.
the elevator.
Lo habéis dicho 50 veces. León, Escape from New York, Escape from LA. Esas licencias están muy en el olvido, por desgracia. 5-1 a que no vamos a poder subir por el peso. Ah, pues no. Buen ascensor. Buen ascensor.
Sir, you're not allowed in there. That's the VIP section of the hospital.
There's so much room in there, and we're all cramped up in this little space.
Sir, please calm down.
Eso que tiene ser rico en Estados Unidos, compañero. Kitty, no contestas y me moría por contarte que ese policía ha vuelto por aquí. Dejó bombones para ella y me pidió no decirle que eran de tu parte. ¡Qué mono! Tenía un corte de pelo espantoso. Me atrevería a intentar investigar quién de todos, pero es que... Joder, eso sí que es... viejuno. Tesla.
Hey, Murphy, she's right in here.
Vale, ya sé quién le está trayendo bombones a la recepcionista.
Another visitor? She's in a stable condition. You know, some think that people in her state can hear what's happening around them even if they don't respond. Why don't you try talking to her? Now, I'll leave you two alone.
Hello, Lewis. Allow me to update you on...
Y de ahí ve el caníbal
I
Link.
know you would hate to be behind on the investigation. I found Officer Briggs. He is dead. Wendell Antonowski has the street vultures collecting bodies. His intent is not clear. I opened your present. It helped. Thank you. I could really use your advice, Lewis.
Take the body downstairs.
But there's no more room in the morgue.
Didn't you hear someone stole a bunch of bodies over the weekend?
A corpse thief? What is this
Qué
world
turbio.
coming to?
Lewis, you always find a way to help.
¿Un robo? Es la demo, pero con más cosas, Silver.
Don't you worry about her.
Si no te gustó la demo, no te va a gustar este. Es Detroit. Como un juego completo.
I've got 40 pow.
Creo que está recordando cuando lo trajeron aquí. Sí.
Let's get the ambu bag.
Stand clear. Shock him.
Clear.
All right, no pulse. Let's go intracardiac epinephrine.
Okay, everybody, clear.
Stand clear. All right, I think that's all we can do.
Ya hemos gastado una pila.
What's the time?
No cubre más el seguro. Estados Unidos. ¿Qué mierda tiene que ser vivir ahí?
Robocop, what a surprise.
Me dicen que roban cadáveres.
Hear about the missing bodies?
No one from the police has come to talk to us yet. I suppose you're preoccupied with the living rather than the dead.
Tell me about the case.
Usually, we're pretty packed. There are even some bodies that have been here since Christmas. But a couple of nights ago, someone broke into the hospital and stole 30 of them. It's been a blessing in disguise, really. We've got so many unclaimed bodies that I feel like I'm starting to form relationships with them.
Is there any link between the bodies?
Actually, there is. Our thieves were very picky. All of the corpses had their brains intact. They didn't take a single corpse that had documented brain trauma. I've got to say, they were very thorough.
Ops.
Anything else?
That's it for me, but talk to the security guard in the
cabos.
lobby. He should know more. Now that I'm looking at you, didn't I work on you? I recognize that jawline.
Sí, la verdad que te pareces al... tengo que mirar esto. Robocop. Hospital Scene.
He's on.
What's the story?
We were able to save the left arm.
No. No me suena. Todos los individuos cuyos cadáveres fueron sustraídos estaban sanos y físicamente en forma antes de la muerte. Al parecer, alguien necesita cerebros. ¿Para qué? Pues no lo sé. Estoy en el universo de Robocop. ¿Para qué van a necesitar los malos cerebros? Seguro que no para pipas. Llámame loco. Además en el tráiler se ve a uno de los diseños de los robos de la 2. Y ya sabemos que el juego es después de la 2, con lo cual...
Finally, I've been calling you guys.
¿Qué quieres?
What do you know about the disappearance at the morgue?
Sure, I know I'm just a security guard, but I know how you operate. I've seen the shows, so let me break it down for you the way you'd understand. I estimate the incident occurred at around 300 hours. Multiple perps entered the GMH from the east and then proceeded to the BLE. Then most likely used the EFS to get down to the MORGUE.
What can you tell me about the perps?
We caught their leader.
You caught him? Where is he?
Oh, I mean on camera. There it is.
Wow, no, encima se sopla pollas este.
If I can say so myself.
That was very helpful. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. Just because I don't have a badge or a service weapon or a cruiser and partner or even a bulletproof vest, that doesn't mean that I can't be of help to the police.
Bonito mostacho. Muchas gracias por su cooperación. Eran los 80, pirulas. Se fumaban los aviones, se fumaban los hospitales, se fumaban todos los lados.
Good to see you in one piece, Robo. Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive.
Gracias, Morgan.
Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did.
Pues seguramente muy bien. Pip, pip. Como que rehenes. Como que... En ningún momento... Bueno, ¿no? Estamos condenados a la vez. No, pues lo miré y no lo vi, Héctor. Estaba mirando el mapa por si había secundarias.
Thank you for your cooperation. What's all the commotion?
Estimado Beck, nos complace enormemente enterarnos de que el principal sustento de Robocop es nuestra deliciosa comida para bebés. Por eso queremos ofrecerles la oportunidad de forjar una colaboración. Nos gustaría convertir a Robocop en el rostro de Baby Maid. Dios. Estados Unidos be like. Una placa de LED. Podemos ver si tiene algún tipo de disparo guapo. Automático, perforadora. Si nos lo curramos un poco puede salir bien. Ahora tenemos un trillón de estas. Necesito una que sea abajo, abajo, abajo. No tengo ninguna abajo, 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 en serio. Izquierda, derecha, abajo. No, tengo izquierda, derecha o completas, pero izquierda, derecha, abajo no. Si hago esto... Uff. Es que me meto dos de bufos, coño. Le puedo meter un izquierda abajo, si lo tuviera. Aunque perdemos perforación de blindaje, cargador y tal, pero bueno. Sigue siendo mejor que nada. En algún momento conseguiremos un chip de los que queremos. Sí, pero no tengo ningún chip de... No tengo ninguna... Vamos a mirar si en la primera placa... No, lo que necesitamos no tengo ninguna placa. Aún así, gracias por vuestra colaboración, ciudadanos. Coño. Te permite alcanzar a los enemigos escondidos a cubierto. Vamos a subir un poco el blindaje. Nah, no vamos a perder ahora tiempo combinando chips, gente. Quiero seguir salvando a Detroit.
This is not the time. You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
En coma.
Conscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo.
¿Pepinillos, tal vez?
See you later in the briefing room.
Joder, la verdad que la comisaría es un laberinto, tú. Por favor, ¿podéis poner carteles? Necesito una roboescalera, coño. Cuando abrimos directos, Ispa. Llegas tarde. Hoy como abrimos tarde, cené al abrir directo con vosotros tranquilamente viendo vídeos. Joder, estoy ciego.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker. Fucking rad. As I was writing it, I noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
Necesitas entrenamiento.
There are plenty of places to go.
That's actually something I wanted to ask you about. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. It's shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Venga, va.
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let us not waste.
Vamos a dejarlo mal.
You want to go now? Yeah, great. Let's go.
¿Cómo no? Hola, es mi primer día de trabajo. ¿Me enseñas a disparar?
I love the smell of this room.
Como que fueras a aprender mucho tú de...
First, I want to watch you practice.
Como que fueras a aprender mucho de un robot, pero bueno.
Can
¿No tienes que estar disparando tú?
We are not done yet.
Right. This has to be some sort of weapon.
It's not.
Tenía cabeza dura. ¿Ya aprendiste o...?
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
Joder, vemos cada que tengo.
So that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Qué insoportable es este personaje, por favor.
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go.
A ver. Le han dado supuestamente una pistola bien. Le han dado la misma pistola que al resto. ¡Hostia!
Is everything okay?
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did everything the manual said.
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you by mistake.
Huh. I don't think that's entirely true. Other cops give me a hard time because Mr. Becker hired me to monitor you. But I guess that's the way it has to be.
Un poco de iniciativa.
Must be ready. Get a different gun.
Sure. Thank you, Robo.
Vaya pinche inútil. Vaya pinche inútil. Por favor. Sabía yo que ibas a ser tú. ¿Qué te cuentas, pepinillos? No, tengo alergia. Esto le ves, me viene a moquera y ya está. Lo tuyo es vivir del cuento.
That is called freeloading.
If it's free, I'll take it. Seriously. I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Tienes 34 años y parece que tienes 60 y que te faltan 2 días para jubilarte. ¿En serio quieres que confíe en ti, pepinillos? Además te llamas pepinillos, tío. Ojalá poder hacer otra misión de las de escuchar denuncias.
Not again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
No. Otro papeleo de esos de hacer tarjetitas y pollas, no.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need him?
Es la policía más
We'll
tonta
get to
del
the
mundo.
whys, but for now, we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
Vale, ya sabemos dónde ir.
All right, everyone pack up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Bueno, eso mismo, es un doble A, tío. Dame un segundo, voy a por otro pañuelo que este ya... He soportado más mocos de los que debería.
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
Ay, no, la petarda esta. Que no tienes robopecho. Joder.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Un segundo, por favor. ¿En serio? ¿Todo desafío de eficacia? ¿Tengo que ganar ahora a un puñado de SWATs? Por cierto, ¿no me parecéis la policía más rápida del mundo? Ese era mío. Tengo que ir delante porque son muchos. Me encantaría disparar full a la Robodick, pero... ¿Qué? ¿Cómo que habrá para que entren los sets? Me estás jodiendo. Vamos a meter más turbolatas de estas, tío, ¿en serio? Vaya. Creo que hemos perdido el equipo SWAT. O sea, tengo que competir contra 5 SWATs y 3 sets. Estoy roseando si no quiero perder. ¿Ahora qué hacéis, bobos? ¿Ahora qué? ¿Qué vais a limpiar? ¿Estáis bien? No es mi problema. Noops. ¿Carga robo? Qué guapo lo de los rebotes. Pues hay duros. ¿Perdón? ¿Lo está diciendo los que eran un grupo de super subnor SWATs? Yendo en manada, juntitos de la mano, como putos deficientes, caminando recto. ¿Y 3 EZ-209? Una unidad de Murphy contra 7 capullos con bigote. Te voy a robovolar la cabeza.
Robocop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Andrea, en el sobre encontrarás la carta que te dije. Por favor, enmárcala para que pueda tenerla en mi escritorio. Aún no puedo creer que nuestro noble fundador me haya escrito para agradecerme personalmente mis 25 años de leal servicio. Lamento decirte que nadie te lo... Bueno, no te voy a romper la esperanza.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
I am working on the no crime part.
Then OCP may become the object of your attention soon. In order to create Delta City, OCP
Hostia, todavía los players de Delta City.
live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
No me extrañaría.
Only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
Puedes irte.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe
Robo
I should treat you
detenida.
more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
Pobre Robo.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that now take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere around my desk.
Si lleva abierto.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
¿Qué?
in this vault with or without your help, you old nut job. What is this intricate device? Shut your fucking mouth!
Sí. De nada.
Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
An opportunity for an ambitious officer.
I'll be watching you.
El tener el blindaje no sirve.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping.
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule. Call qualified personnel. Oh, no.
Llama al personal cualificado.
Okay. Tell me what you see.
Veo unas robopilas.
4 connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts.
Veo también unos fusibles.
4 cables, green.
Ah, no
2
son
reds,
fusibles, son
and blue.
empalmes.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Y un chip. Un chip.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay. So they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
Blindaje 4.
There is one way to be sure. I will safely detonate the bomb.
So, you could have done that straight away?
I thought you may learn something here.
Muchas gracias, Deimus, por ese pedacísimo de raid. Bienvenidos sean. Ah. Bueno. Vaya mierda de C4.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? Because I need to make a withdrawal. Like now.
Well, I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way. What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
A mí que me cuentas.
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Tunnels? Back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him.
Me voy por el bujero. Uy, qué mala pinta tiene esto. Está bien guapo, Deimos. Y no es robo puto, es Robocop. Mitad máquina, mitad humano. 200% tiros en el nepe. Vaya, han vuelto a traer los Barret. Una digaloncha. Ahora sí que tengo una buena perforapitos.
I am in pursuit of the remaining bikers. I have followed them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry.
En serio. En serio. Todavía estamos con estas. Venga, anda.
There's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with street access in the area, and it's big enough for their vehicles.
Acabo de hacer un colateral con las motos.
Roger that.
Me sirve. Dale F5, chitose. Eso va a doler. Muchas gracias por los 8 mesacos. Eso va a doler mucho. Hostia, la última muerte me ha dolido hasta a mí demasiado. Permíteme, ¿sabía usted que es mucho más seguro ir en coche? Ups, igual no tanto. Ya no hacen en Detroit los coches como antes. Hello there. No me tenía que haber metido tan a saco. Teníais muchas armas, por lo que veo.
I am listening, creep.
Robocop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
Oh, qué ganas de pillar el soplapollas este. Qué ganas de pillar el soplapollas este de los moteros, tío. Espero poder darle un tiro en el pito de los buenos. Uy. Pues no, no lo estaba.
Glad we got Murphy on our team.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych
Otra
evaluation.
vez.
Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Por supuesto. No, no juego Warframe, mister. No me da más el juego.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it.
I'm ready for you, Robo. All right, let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
¿La evaluación de misión? Sí. Por una vez lo habremos hecho mejor. Ay, mierda. Había secretos en el banco. Y esto, pues, obviamente, prefiero... Eso era obvio que no íbamos a hacer.
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
Me suda la escoria también ve la tele.
It helps if the criminals know that they should fear me.
I suppose it makes your job easier. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
Respira.
Stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
A ver, es Murphy. Murphy diría que fue lo mejor.
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
¿Pero quién está de terapia, tú o yo?
I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
Como ecos del pasado.
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted.
Sigo sin saber quién de los dos está de terapia. Si robo...
I've got plenty to think about for now.
Si robo o yo. O sea, si robo o la doctora. Ay. No parece que haya nada para gumiar por aquí, ¿no? No, con el ojo escáner no vemos nada. Es una terapia colectiva, más o menos. Si le meto los 3 puntos, puedo recibir con el escudo menos. Con ingeniería puedo reprogramar torretas. Esto es una cámara lenta que no la quiero usar. Deducción. Yo creo que vamos a seguir por deducción. Y vamos a ver si tenemos ya lo que nos hace falta para mejorar esto un poco más. Necesitamos una que sea... Izquierda, abajo, derecha. Izquierda, abajo, derecha. Vamos a intentar fusionar chips. Damos uno de abajo. Uno de izquierda. Voy a intentar hacerlo. No tengo chips de derecha, ¿no? Uno de izquierda a derecha. Y otro de izquierda a derecha. Vamos a ver si con esto se hace uno completo. No, tío, qué putada. Vamos a probar metiendo 3 de izquierda y uno de izquierda. Vamos a ver si así. Nah, yo creo que es random. O sea, no, creo que no hay combinaciones en las que tú puedas forzar el chip. Ya, pero quería probar si era rollo, si tiene uno izquierda, otro derecha y otro abajo, si hace uno, ¿sabes? Pero no. No lo hace. Entonces tenemos que ir jugando con eso. Vamos a activar esto. No quiero meter esto, tío. Es una putada porque... Si tuviéramos uno de tal, quitábamos esta reducción y podríamos activar estas dos. Pero bueno, de momento vamos a dejarlo así. O sea, al final es tirar 3 chips para que te dé un aleatorio de igual o mejor calidad.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
La OCP nunca es de fiar.
OCP is never to be trusted.
That's what I'm saying.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
No, es que la verdad que el Washington este me cae como una patada de los huevos.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike.
Me parece bien.
The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
The old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Pues nada.
Robocop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
Bom, 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 bom.
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor. I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city. And without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
No permitiré que la OCP se haga con la ciudad.
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City.
Tus actos tienen impacto político. A ver, que no quiera que ir con el OCP no significa que quiera ir contigo, Kuzak. Además, te salvé el culo.
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself. I tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
Ay, ¿qué te pasa ya, mal follado?
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me.
¿Por qué?
There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands.
No prometo nada.
Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you.
Ay, ¿por qué todos los de la OCP son tan gilipollas, tío? Es que no se salva uno. No se salva uno, tío. Ni uno. Son todos asquerosos. Spike en un pajar. Dios, Detroit cada vez está más urbanística.
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. Just no junk that needs recycling.
Ya te pienso reciclar yo a ti la cara. La verdad es que yo no metería Robocop en este edificio.
The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Sí, aguanto demasiado gilipollas. Empieza a ser un fallo de programación. Y por demasiados tú estás incluido en la lista.
It's good to see you, my boy.
¿Vida social, Río? ¿Qué es eso?
Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state.
Tú eres el jefe de la OCP.
Exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP.
¿Qué hace el jefe de la OCP dándome la chapa?
See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
Las declaraciones no son lo mío.
My purpose is to fight crime, not to make statements.
No, of course not. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
No lo pienso demasiado. Es que voy a responder de todo vacío porque creo que esto lo quiero usar para la campaña política.
You cannot complain about the life that was granted to you.
That's very humble of you. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried.
¿Preocupado por qué?
I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook.
¿Y de los tíos de incontinencia?
I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
Molestas, pero bien.
It helps me with perspective, but it also brings out things buried.
That's part of the recovery.
Felicidades, Río.
I can imagine it's not a
Venga, chat, felicidades a Riona.
I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
Lois, la poli, Lois, la poli, Lois.
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them.
Supongo que este personaje se llama sencillamente viejo porque no pudieron conseguir los derechos del actor o algo.
After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Qué pena que no haya ningún soplapollas como tú debajo.
Holy shit! What was that?
Yo.
Robocop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
¿Impresionados? Qué tierno. Pom 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 pom.
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
Sí, la pregunta es, ¿vivís aquí? ¿En serio? Sí, sí. Débil, tranquilo. Está bien la... Buen colocón, compañero. Bueno chicos, hoy os voy a hacer un vlog de los lugares más terroríficos de Detroit. Me he venido aquí con mi GoPro para hacer porno emocional. Que sepáis que estoy bajo un gran riesgo, así que dadme like y favoritos mientras os enseño los recónditos secretos de Detroit.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs. You catch my drift.
Este agente de policía está muy en riesgo. Yo lo estoy pasando muy mal. Voy a pasar por aquí sin que mi GoPro se vea porque, bueno, eso no da visita. Digo, no es... vamos a otra zona mucho más recóndita. Cuéntame. Parece que tenemos una secundaria contigo.
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Hora de tomar el control.
If we live the way others want us to live, what kind of life would it be? Or rather, whose?
You're right. I want to be my own man. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important.
Pañales.
So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Sí.
I think that answers my question.
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
A ver, una cosa es hablar bien, o sea, una cosa es andar bien y otra cosa es andar como una escoba en el culo, Washington.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth...
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
Yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing...
Preguntarle.
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure.
No sé por qué me lo imaginaba.
Lose him.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
Your precious. The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but the lights aren't working. My eyes aren't good anymore.
Is it okay for us to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent opportunity for low-light training. Let us proceed downstairs.
Good luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings
Turn
fortune.
your flashlight
So
on.
don't you come back without him.
¿Estás tú que robo? Coge un gato, chaval.
Also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from a different book?
No, from experience.
Y la experiencia se llama Evi. Muchos tiros.
Clear.
Creo que tenemos que ir por aquí.
Clear.
Y esto también, ya lo he mirado yo todo.
Hey, I think I just saw the cat. You think I should try to remove these planks?
Ya lo hago yo.
Stand aside.
Deja que Robocop lo haga.
Gosh, you are strong, ain't you?
Let us get back on track.
Sure thing. What was that?
¿Sangre? ¿Están guardando botes de sangre?
Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised.
¿Sería el primer líquido rojo que ves en el suelo y te lo metes en la boca, Washington? Vas a durar poco.
The fugitive has left a trail. This time pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
You're right. Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh! I heard something. think it's coming from the piano.
Felis Catus es la denominación del gato científica, pirulas. Igual que el Canis lupus familiaris, que es el perro.
That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Adelante.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it!
Si lo hubiese
It went through here, but
hecho
that's a very
yo,
narrow passage.
ya
Let's try the
estaría.
door. It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Yo me ocupo. Pobre Michi.
What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat.
Qué lindo.
Where are you hiding?
Ahí, gilipollas.
There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's alright?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
No, you can pet the gato. ¿Por qué preveo que esto va a ser otro caso de un niño con una pistola? No, pues no. Han matado a un viejito. Agujero de bala. Hostia, le han dado la cabeza duro. Ah, es la salida del proyectil.
It's Washington. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find the most advantageous location. Officer Washington?
Sir.
Keep cool. I am coming up to have your back.
Bonita camisa.
Glad to hear that, sir.
Elegiste un mal día para ser malo. Me encantan los rebotes, la verdad. Pero qué manía de darles en la polla. Es por la peli.
What is your status?
I'm hit.
Remain calm. I am here.
¿Nunca viste la peli o qué, Cubebia? ¿Y tú?
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck. Isn't this just wonderful?
¿Y el gato de esta hora? Mm. ¿Quién ha dicho que lo disfrute, Adri? Para nada disfruto de ser Robocop. Bueno, hemos hecho un poco más de migas con el soplapollas. Tenemos otra secundaria aquí, terrorista doméstico, que es la de... la que nos mandó el tuercebotas del de la OCP. Y la voy a hacer solo y exclusivamente por si al conseguirla le podemos dar la vuelta y escrachearle. El gato ya se lo devolvió el otro, Cuevia. Perdón. Ya están volviendo a no sé ni hablar, a trapinchear ahí. Coño, el Sux 6000. Perdón. Joder. Este paso voy a seguir volando. El apartamento 12. Deja de dar de comer a los gatos del sótano. Está todo lleno de miedo. Para tus...
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
Uy, droga. Antes de entrar vamos a seguir gumiando. Ay, veo un edificio de apartamentos de gente respetable, sin lugar a duda. Bueno, pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. Vaya, gasonífero activado. Pizza. Esta semana, cuenta del almacén, recoger comida de gato, tomarle declaración al pescadero. Otra placa. Hombre, el Nuke era un cristal, era rollo cristal muy duro, shiny, no sé yo. Sí. Irrelevante para el caso. Componentes electrónicos. Vaya, alguien tiene una zona escondida. ¿Y ese cubo que brillaba? Me imagino que eso se les olvidó ocultarlo. ¿210 pavos de alquiler? ¿3 meses? Me mudo de Detroit ahora mismo.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like?
Ah, ¿qué eres tú?
Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Show me your evidence, and I will make the culprits regret their deeds.
So far, you're just making my road to the goal harder. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole.
Qué raro.
It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I need to just spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
¿Por qué todo termina en 800 rollos subadyacentes? ¿Soy Robocop o Roborrecadero? Pues churrera, si te gusta Robocop, te lo vas a gozar. Si no te gusta Robocop, no te vas a gozar. Es un juego muy para fans. Entiende la licencia muy bien y se disfruta. Pero sí, no deja de ser un doble A. Eres una vespa. Vale, esa no me la esperaba. Pues si te gusta lo que ves, empanaditas, échate la peli. Esto es... terrorista doméstico, vale. O sea, Kir, por favor, el de Conge es un insulto. A ver cuándo sacamos un ratín para jugarlo. Que quiero hacerle el pero que mierda. Solo que esta semana no quiero darle, tío, porque hay demasiados pero que mierdas. Entre el vídeo de la campaña del COD y el de The Day Before quiero limpiar negatividad del canal, ¿sabes? Han sido pocas duras. De enfadarnos.
You're late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
El 95% de los me lo recomiendas siempre terminan en un sin gracias siquiera. Uy, moteros chungos. Ese esta subida hace unos días, Héctor.
Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are.
Vale. Hay robomalos. Bueno, robomalos no, malos normales, pero... hay capullos por aquí.
Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
¿Quieres que te enseñe la entrada de tu culo con mi puño? No puedes denunciar por plagio, copiar 2 líneas de guión, churrera. No sé quién te ha dicho eso, pero es como si alguien abriese streaming mañana con mi saludo.
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
¿En serio me está sacando una pipa? Lo habrás visto, pero no se puede.
If you do not come quietly,
es como denunciar por... como si quieres denunciar a alguien porque se llama churrera como tú. Uy, qué robodic más dura. ¿Qué cojones estáis haciendo? Si no vais a dejar nada que robar, gilipollas. Algo me dice que estos están enviados por los de la OCP. Muchas preguntas y pocas gracias. Venga, Matías. Bueno, a ver, esto es Detroit. Milicia no es, Lurnius. Son eternas bandas. Documentos contra la OCP. Esta es la caja que buscaba ella. O esta. Esta es la caja. Y mucha comida de gato, por cierto. ¿Ves? Cuida gatos. Me cae bien. Aunque sea una reportera de mierda. Pintada ya vista en otro sitio. ¿Será esto lo del grafitero de la primera parte de la ciudad? No. No hay tiring, ¿no? Si hay tiring es sincronización vertical. Pero creo que la tengo puesta, ¿no? Bueno. Se murieron. Ah, sí. La sincronización vertical no está funcionando muy bien. Voy a ponerlo en borderless. A ver si con esto lo quitamos. Sí, lo acabo de ver, Parece que ya no. Sí, ya. Siempre los juegos de historia, si no son muy exigentes, los limito a 60. ¿Por qué? Ay. Lecciones de videojuegos con Chepi. Frames, entiéndelos. ¿Para qué quieres poner tu gráfica a 357.352 grados si no vas a aprovechar el framerate? ¿Es un juego multijugador? No. Fíjate, tengo la gráfica en 98 y no la tengo limitada. Además, en este caso lo limité porque crasheaba. Pero en juegos de historia a lo mejor es siempre limitar frames para no sobreesforzar la gráfica. Y eso de, no, yo es que quiero jugar a 4K y 52.000 frames a The Last of Us. Eso que te gusta hacer, te gusta jugar las criptomonedas, pero sin cripto. La caja se queda conmigo.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
Hay zonas de mundo abierto y zonas que no, grabas.
End up worse for you than for me.
¿Quieres jugar a 4K? Eso es totalmente entendible, Jade. Yo, por ejemplo, desde que subí a 1440p no quiero bajar a 1080. Me resulta me resulta horrendo. Pero para juegos que no necesitas una exigencia ni una competición y al final son single player, intento jugarlo siempre a 60 para tener la gráfica descansando.
OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
Sí.
If there is evidence of a crime, I would like to know it.
Police officer, first and foremost. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue. and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
¿En dónde guarda Robocop las cosas? Pues no sé. ¿En el robojete? Igual tiene un compartimento.
What do you mean, $1? It's $23.50.
Otra vez tú.
I have Samantha's belongings.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all on the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Vale. Le están acusando de falsificar pruebas porque quieren desacreditarla, pero yo no les creo. Ninguno lo hacemos aquí. Comprendemos que los medios de comunicación, la OCP, son unos. Sus actos ayudarán a que otros se comprendan. Vaya. Pues al final no nos mintió. Lo que había en la caja eran cosas personales. Pinche OCP. Uy, esta la voy a subir a tope. Fijaros, 30% más de experiencia. Y sigo sin ninguna T, ¿verdad? No, no tenemos ninguna T. Uy, espera, que tenemos un chip nuevo. Disculpadme. Tiene buena pinta, ¿eh? Omniplaca de 4,3. Yep. Esto tiene sangre, daño, esto no sé lo que es, y esto es perforante. No automático, reduce la dispersión, daño masivo y más sangre. Entonces, necesitamos una solo de izquierda o que sea de izquierda y derecha, pero que no tenga abajo. Necesitamos una L. Que no tengo ninguna L, pero bueno, esto valdrá. Necesitamos una vertical. Y aquí una L, que tampoco tenemos, pero podemos aprovechar esta. Y ahora por arriba necesitamos una L hacia la derecha, que eso lo veo un poco complicado. Me cago en Cristo con las Ls. No sé, esto me quita... Hostia, es que los debuffos son una locura, ¿eh? Sin tener una L no podemos hacer nada. Voy a intentar jugármela fusionando los chip pochos del 11%. Que al final los de 4 vías son los que menos usamos. No, hombre, no. Necesitamos una L hacia la derecha, tío. Y claro, aquí sí, aquí podemos poner esta. Aquí podemos poner esta. Aquí podemos poner esta. Esta. Y esta. Ya estaría, pero claro. Necesitaríamos de alguna forma... Si hago esto, ¿cómo queda todo? Buah, es que fijaros. Me revienta todo, tío. De momento... Es que nada. Voy a usar la omniplaca anterior. Perdón por esta pérdida de tiempo, pero es que necesitamos piezas que no tenemos. Así que nada, nos toca trabajar con lo que hay. Una vertical. No me acuerdo ya ni lo que había hecho la otra vez. Habría que intentar esto. Oh, qué pena. Es que qué pena no tener para abajo, tío. Aquí tenemos una hacia derecha que no tenemos. Pero bueno, el modo automático me da bastante igual. Seamos sinceros. Aquí podía poner esto. Aquí podía poner esto. Y aquí puedo poner esto. No tengo ninguna para activar la perforación, pero bueno, que da igual, con ese chip vamos chetadísimos. ¿Cómo? Sé que son las de multa, ¿no? Sí. Si uso la de 4, se me activa el debufo. Y los debufos son una locura, tío. Robomulta. Pues voy a poner las multas. Vamos a ser un cabrón. El marketing extraterrestre, el río, cada vez más sucio, señales. ¿Qué haces fumando a la gasolinera, Gil?
Smoking is dangerous.
Cerca de una gasolinera, no, en la gasolinera.
I don't give a shit about either.
Reconsidera tu
I will
conducta.
not issue a ticket. But remember, take care of your surroundings, or your surroundings will take care of you.
Is that a threat?
Bah, hubiese sido tan guay que hubiese explotado. No me escondo. Soy robosádico. Me queda aquí, aquí, aquí y aquí. Y luego ya vamos a la misión. No, ahora somos robomultas, Ispa. Oh, aparcar al lado de una boca de incendios. Pobrecito. Bonito Pontiac que te va a llevar bajo una multa. Venga, por bobo. No tirar basura a la fuente. Me hace muchas de estas secundarias, tío. Oh.
Waste of money, honey. Someone will steal it before you make a wish.
Sí, ¿qué fuente? ¿Qué agua? ¿Y aquí a quién quieres que riña? Dime por favor que no quieres que riña a esa señora, ¿sí? No entiendo. Hombre, Piñero, ¿qué tal? Pues que yo empecé tarde, tío. Tuve problemas editando el vídeo y tal. Y entonces volví tarde. Y tenía muchas ganas de meterme por el culo el Robocop. Vete a ver cuando me pasas tu Discord, perro. Dime por favor que no vas a reñir.
But I'm not even fully in, just my feet.
Por favor, Robocop. Te voy a poner una multa.
This is so unfair.
Lo siento, es que me ha parecido tan estúpido que tenía que elegir el camino del mal. Has metido los pies en una fuente seca, podrida y llena de mierda. Multa. Seguro que no lo vuelve a hacer. Hoy sí que soy un robo tocapelotas. Hoy Murphy está enfadado. Creo que la siguiente multa es arriba. Me imagino Robocop subiendo estas escaleras, tiene que ser un meme. ¿Qué haces, mongol? ¿Cuál es tu excusa?
Littering is against the law.
It's an act of revenge. I was loyal and she betrayed me.
Trouble in a relationship is no excuse for littering.
What? I mean my boss. She fired me after all these years, so I'm spreading confidential papers. Let everyone know the fraud her company is up to.
You can go, but remember, revenge results from weakness. Forgiveness requires.
Pero sigue tirando las cajas, todas.
Have it your way.
Todas, tíralas todas. Si llegase por algo de. Si llegase por calzonazos, pues no, pero. Tíralas todas, que no quede ni una, colega. Multa del doble, no. Está contra una empresa y una jefa cabrona. A tomar por culo. Pese a que me encanta lo que estés haciendo, te tengo que pedir que pares.
You are committing an act of vandalism.
Yeah, did the guy from the poster send you?
Compliance with the law has
Diría que es el que paga, pero no creo que Robo tenga sueldo.
I have to issue a ticket.
You are suppressing my right to express my opinion. I am a political martyr.
Pintar cartelitos y pintar pollas, pistolas pollas con cartelitos es tu libertad de expresión. Y por eso nos vamos a puto extinguir. Lo peor de todo es que esa frase se ha dicho en la vida real, seguro. Bueno, pepinillos. Cuéntame.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
¿Necesitas un empujecito?
If you need experience that will enhance your senses, I will gladly be of assistance.
I like trying new things, but let me take a rain check.
¡Ojo! Acaba de haber un momento bien romántico aquí.
What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
Me parece bien.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Sigo intentando entender cómo se supone que tienes 35 años.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
Thank you. You have given.
El prueba vende empanadas que tiene 34 años.
But there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
Seguro que todos tus problemas.
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
Mirad, chicos, videoclub. Ese negocio que tanto apareció como desapareció.
I don't care if OCP lost some money for once.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos, or whatever. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that
La que echo de menos estos. ¿Qué en el futuro, Héctor? Si esto es el pasado. Estos son los 80. ¿La que echo de menos ir a estos sitios, tío? Era divertido ir con los colegas, mirar qué peli veías y luego comerte una mierda enorme.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. It's just something I couldn't say about a lot of people.
Tampoco la eligió Pepinillos.
I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
No te veo ponerle mucho empeño en buscar tu cintita, colega.
Excuse me, we are conducting an investigation.
You can investigate the case of several tapes being overdue. Your main suspect is your friend over there.
Oh man, did he call us friends? Nice.
El puto Pepinillo le suda la polla todo, me encanta.
Garden of Earthly Delights.
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics though. But the director is a badass. He personally showed up to one of those ceremonies to accept the award for the worst movie of the year.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
Diamonds are made under great pressure.
Wait, you think there's a diamond within me? Do you see my shine?
Sí.
I'm just messing with you. That was truly inspirational.
Diamante de mierda.
Let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
No te he visto ni menear una cinta, perro.
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different. It's cool, is all I'm saying.
Recognizing beauty in something.
Venga, Carla, descansa. Me turbo flipa que hayan tenido los huevos de hacer este tipo de secundarias de Robocop yendo a un videoclub, Robocop yendo a salvar un gato.
There's nothing
Me hace
better
mucho
than a good
Robocop
movie.
poniendo multas.
But we're still missing our tape.
¿No estaba buscando Robocop?
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel. But the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
Cuando el libro se cierra, no puedes volverlo. De esperanzas que hay un límite más.
They give hope that there is more.
Yeah. Plus, you get to meet the characters you liked again. That's why I don't hate them. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire, but here it is. Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
Vaya.
Tape? What? What tape? You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie? I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS. Lights, camera, action!
¿Hay algo que no termine en un tiroteo en esta ciudad?
Do you need assistance?
Watch out! He's coming!
A ver, permíteme sacarte del local. Balls of Steel. A ver. ¿Pepinillos? ¿Y está desbandada? Últimas cintas alquiladas, pepinillos y chuches. Lo que el sprint se llevó, Banjo contraataca. El malo, el gordo y el sucio. No, hombre, no, que está cortada de polla, tío. Bueno, a ver, para llevar 6 horitas, hija de, llevas un buen rato aquí, tío.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos, or whatever.
Creo que seguimos mañana. Creo que seguimos mañana, ¿vale? Creo que seguimos mañana. Si no es molestia. Que aparte que es tarde, mañana tengo que ir a mirar el piso. No me apetece volver a tener una charla larga con pepinillos. El juego está guay, pero ese craseo con ese checkpoint para atrás me acaba de enfriar. Pido perdón por el corte tan abrupto, pero mañana a las 8 tengo que estar en pie, tengo que ir al pueblo, tengo que ir a hacer mediciones. Hostia, de hecho, no mediciones, tengo que buscar el metro. Tengo que ponerme a medir el piso y tal. Bueno, culebras, voy a cortar ya. Hoy ni raíz ni tal porque me tengo que ir ya, ¿vale? Un abrazo enorme. Muchísimas gracias a todos. Y mañana más,